Greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, my United Nations of Earth playthrough. So we're still in the midst of this war. I'm not sure how much longer I have the fleet from the Manticore defenders. Let's see, can I see the time limit here? Cancel or prolong. We can add another 10 years to it. When would my contract be up? That's what I'm curious about. Where can I see how much longer I have? Let's check the actual fleet. Do I get any indicator as to how much longer I get this fleet? It doesn't seem to say. Let's see, we shared technology with them at the same time we hired, and I think it goes 10 years as well, so we've probably got about 6 months. Let's go ahead and extend our contract another 10 years. We've got the energy credits to spare. As for the current status of the war, well, we are building up a little bit of war exhaustion here, but we are still, in my opinion, doing extremely well. They have lost 1723 ships. We have lost 459, about less than a third of what they have lost. Ground battle-wise, they've lost 332. We have lost 92. Less than a third of what they have lost. Occupation-wise, we have 12 systems and 4 planets occupied. They have 92 systems and 48 planets occupied. And overall, we are doing well. Now, maybe it would have been better. I could have completed it faster if I had kept all of my fleets as one big force and just kind of swept through trying to take out their fleets. But like I said, I'm one of those slow, careful planners. I don't mind taking my time and doing this a little bit more methodically. And I think I actually noticed when editing, yeah, there's a system mare I need to go back and retake. I missed that one. So after we get these void clouds with our dragons, this last group of the old ones, with our dragons, we are going to head back over this way to claim this last system of the Commonwealth of Mans that is over in this area, which will pretty much shut down the Commonwealth of Man apart from that system. So we are basically sitting on both the Ivzorak and the Commonwealth of Man. I do have a few systems I have to push up this way for. That is one other thing, rather than having the any bombardment going on here with the Manticore defenders, because the Kunlun is doing the bombardment, and there are other fleets here. I'm going to have them go ahead and route through here to claim these other systems, just to completely shut down the Ivzorak, and then they are going to move up this way to deal with this cluster that had been... Oh, they moved. They're going to move over this way and start pushing into Tilinesti space, where my fleets will start pushing this way to deal with, to help assist with the offensive. Oh, there's a huge offensive going on right there. Start pushing this way to help shut down the United Uberic Pact and provide some support to the Uberic regime. Yeah, because they're going to... the Manticore defenders will come down this way to sweep through Tilinesti space, because Tilinesti do have some large fleets down here that need to be knocked out, and occupying them will cut down on their ability to get reinforcements and to have good locations for their stuff to spawn. Oh, there is another Commonwealth of Man hiding right there. After we get them, the ones from the Uberic Pact, they'll probably just gate over here so that we can... Actually, I may have them gate over this way to start pushing back on this occupied area here and start bringing reinforcements from this direction, while the manticores are coming, and the dragons will be coming from this direction, while we go after Hazook and support the Tzekits. Oh, yet another Commonwealth of Man space over here. Yeah, the Commonwealth of Man are a little spread out, but we are pretty much sitting on their primary area at this point. I think I've got everything set. I'm close to cap on consumer goods. I think it's at the start of every year, basically, rather than every 3 months, is when I will go through the different empires to see if anybody is interested in any resources. Other than that, I will just vendor resources as I get too much. But yeah, the easiest way to do this is to jump it up to about 3 to 5 to see if it's moved any. They're not interested in food, they're synthetics. They're not interested in consumer goods. League of Brian States probably has a strong enough economy, they're not interested in any of these. Not interested in minerals. Let's go ahead and just queue up both food and consumer goods. Not interested in consumer goods. If it only goes up to about 1, they're not really interested in it. Let's just jump on down to the Visari and check them, because they generally do want something of mine. We'll try all 3. Are they interested in consumer goods? No. Are they interested in food? Yes. And you just keep going until it stops going up. And that right there, that's where you know you've hit their cap. So at 18k of food, they don't really want any more because that's their resource cap. They are also interested in minerals. And 15k is about all they're interested in there. And let's see how many energy credits. Well, we don't really need energy credits. Let's see if we can get some alloys from them. Oh, that was perfect. 10,000 alloys. Got it to 1. So we can trade about 30,000 other resources for 10,000 alloys. We still do need to offload some consumer goods. So I will backtrack a little bit and see if fire tribes are interested in consumer goods. No. So I found no one interested in consumer goods, and I'm close to cap on them, so I'm just going to sell a whole bunch. Get down to about, let's see, I'm getting about 50, let's say about 2k a month. So I'm going to get about 24k before the next time I do this. So I need to be down below 170. So we will just vendor down to 169. That should be good to get us through. We could actually vendor a little bit more food. Yeah, let's just sell another 10k of food. Everything else should be pretty good. If energy credits get too high, I can always buy a reliquary or just outright buy some alloys to get my alloy stockpile up, or buy some moats because I have and stuff because I have plenty of room to stockpile strategics. Alright, a couple of our trades coming through. The Alvathari, almost 30,000 minerals for 9,000 energy credits and 5,000 alloys. The Uberic, 4,000 minerals for 4,000 energy credits. The Union of Fadima, 2,000 food for 4,000 energy credits. And of course the Visari one we did.
Engaging hostile station.
Alright, the Garanshu, I want to check espionage real quick. In 2 more months, we will need to prepare sleeper cells again. So that's our next thing, is to start preparing sleeper cells for them. When it expires, I'll probably do that actually in April. I will start it. As for acquiring an asset and all of that, my current infiltration level is capped at 100. Because our relative encryption is so much higher. And our assets and all. We really don't need more assets, but I would like to get my hands on an asset that has subterfuge. So I am going to be acquiring assets with the Garanshu again. Alright, so our Manticore defenders, they're just taking on an outpost. They're sweeping through these areas. Why is my transport fleet following them? Are there no more planets here for them to take? There are planets here that need to be captured. Get in orbit of that one. Nobody is taking it over. It's got a pretty large garrison, though. So we'll be there for a while these fleets bombard. But yeah, we can actually park right there. Stop following the Manticore defenders. Manticore defenders aren't going a place they need you. Alright, so of course that's going to be no damage. And another thing I thought of while I was talking to a friend about this, the fact that I have only generated so far one Cybrex Warform, I really should be churning out some additional army types. So let's go to Earth, go to armies. We do need to recruit some more Cybrex Warforms, because we do have the potential of an in-game crisis coming up, and those are going to be some nasty fights we're going to have to handle if they take over some planets. So let's actually generate 4 Cybrex Warforms, and then 3 more. So we can actually send an army of Cybrex Warforms around retaking some planets to help things move along a little faster. We have connected with the citizen state of Azuk again. Are my dragons even moving? Yes. They are a month away from attacking those exiled ones.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Okay, we've got 10% toward cloud lightning conduits. And we have more to research still in this sector. We've got 3 more there, so that'll be another 30%. And then, of course, when we kill these, we should get about 40 to 50%. We can almost get it completed just off of the surveying of the debris. Manticore defenders taking on another outpost. That's going to be fast. No damage. I can tell that by the fact the ships didn't have the red background. Garanshu has completed an interstellar assembly.
Engaging hostile forces.
And our dragons, no, that's the Manticores, are going after a colony ship and a construction ship before they hit the starbase. Well, that's going to get a little ugly for them. It was about a month, I think, before they showed up over here. Yeah, it says it's about a month before they get into the system. They took the outpost. It doesn't say anything about the ships. The constructor is over there. One last system over here. That's the direction the constructor was running, actually, so that's not good for the constructor. One more system over here, and we have the Ivzorak locked down. So after we get that system, we're moving to Bergaffa. Actually, let's take a detour. After we get that system, let's have them hit Mare before they hit to Bergaffa. But we'll do that after the next pop-up, when they complete that, assuming I remember. These things are only about 1.6k each. Blew up one with our Alpha Strike. That one's down to 1 hull point already. That one's also down to 1 hull point. Hell, they're all down to 1 hull point. All we got to do is 1 hull point once we get past their damn shields. Because they took a lot of damage from the star bases. That's what it was. Alright, so the dragons are fine. They took a Only about 2,000 total hull damage. It's saying that one of the exiled ones wasn't destroyed. At least not by us. Maybe the starbase took it out. But actually, yeah, since they're now free, we will have them hit Mayor. And then after they hit Mayor, can they, yeah, that system is now under control. Where do I want to have them push up from? This is really the only way in. Yeah, there is no connection all along here, so this is really the only way into the Tillinesti space. So yeah, we will have them come over here to help. We'll have them also... Oop, I just canceled their order to go there. We'll have them start at Mayor. Do Control-Shift-Click to put that back as first. And then from there, they will head to Bergotha. And as for my science ships, that is... I need to find the... There he is. The Trade Wind. And the Trade Wind is going to have to go to this system now that all that debris is popped up, and research those projects next. Manticore Defenders are taking on this last starbase over here. Should be pretty quick. Their Alpha Strike will tend to drop an outpost pretty quickly. It took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but no damage. They were probably shooting at the constructor first. So if Zorak space is completely controlled except for Bergotha. And that is all of Zorak space.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Alright, we got 10 more progress toward Cloud Lightning there. We have a new proposal. Astral Studies Network. Enhances the effectiveness of the solar panel network, black hole observatory, and listening post starbase module buildings. Gives us more research station output, more diplomatic weight from tech, more planet sensor range, but more starbase upkeep. By linking our starbases together in a massive sensor mesh, we can greatly improve the quality of data that we gather. We are going to support this. It's also put out by the Pirac. Actually moves it pretty high in the list with us supporting it. So I was going through my planets and sectors and my constructors, and I realized something. I think it's 8 sectors and 6 constructors. I decided to spread my constructors out so that they are in different sectors. Well, I have 2 tiny sectors, Yilon and Efrov, so I can just kind of tack them on to other sectors. So I want my constructors to basically be in the order, the Mississippi is going to be the one for the Sol sector. So after it finishes here in Tremas, it's actually redirecting to Sol. The Atlantic is going to be over here in the Friaka, Yilon, and whatever else this turns out to be when I start building habitats there and create another sector. It's going to be over here, so after it finishes in Caravan with the Quantum Catapult, it's moving to Plessis to be set up for a habitat. The Pacific is the one that is currently in Luam, so it's going to stay in the Sugalia Efrov area. And I just thought that was a funny coincidence. The Pacific was over in the west, and the Atlantic was over in the east, considering I'm in the U.S. The 5th one is the Amazon. It was the one that was originally in the Sol sector, so it's swapping places with the one that was in the Tremas sector. The Mississippi. So it's going to head to Tremas. So that makes the Amazon in the south. Funny enough. The next one on the list was the Sahara, and I currently didn't have one up here, so I'm moving it to Panel when it finishes what it's doing. I believe it was just sitting there idle in this sector, waiting. It's the only one that wasn't currently constructing something. And my 7th one, the Colorado, is currently finishing up a habitat here. I'm moving it to terminal egress. And I'm actually going to move over here to Uskskin, because this is the one station I have that is missing a building. I am going to end up putting a transport hub here, but I need a habitat. So I need to get a habitat up here fairly soon. And this is almost a perfect sector for refineries. I have 6 planets, so I can do 3 pairs and have basically 2 refineries of every type here. But that's just a little side note I decided to do. And as a matter of fact, the quantum catapult should be completed real soon, I noticed. I think it is number 2 that is working on it. No. Number 3, 96%. I don't know if I'm going to get a pop-up for it, since I've been having a lot of issues with the pop-ups for things that were added in Overlord in this particular game. I can't believe there are fleets in there ignoring that one science ship. Alright, the Manticore defenders are almost here.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
We've completed Cell Revitalization 8 for Leader Lifespan, and are now working on Nerve Dampeners 10 for Army Health. The enemy's making a push over here. They have a 32K fleet and a Juggernaut. It looks like they are overwhelming the Allied fleets here. Oh, they have a lot more enemy fleets. Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, these, all of these are listing as friendly fleets, oddly enough. The Urzo is the only ally, I think. The Citizen State Havazook. Yes, they're one of our enemies. So the Tillinesti and the Citizen State of Azook are about to blow up that poor little fleet from the Urzo. But there are significant number of fleets here that can push that way to retake the system when it collapses. Alright, that's just us taking the Citadel here. We might take some damage doing it, and I can just sit there and repair. But then I need to push forward and take both of these systems to cut out their gateway access and create this as a choke point to push forward from. However, these have colonies in them most likely. Yeah, they have at least one colony in them. So I am going to need transports over here to disable the FTL inhibitors, unless I can destroy the building through bombardment. Oh, they are doing some hull damage. Did suffer some damage. Did we suffer any ship losses? No. Good. So the Manticores will park right here to repair, waiting for the Ember Drake, the Elk Drakes to catch up to them.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Alright, we've done another debris for more Cloud Lightning Conduit research. How many days do I have left on the... Oh, it's already done. He's moved on. The Quantum Catapult site, yeah, I did not get a pop-up for it. He just moved on. It is showing up down here, though. This compact supply depot gathers all the materials and personnel necessary to construct the first batch of vast focusing lenses for the Quantum Catapult. So it'll take about a little over 3 years. 3 years would be 1,080, so that's about 45 more days, a couple months over 3 years to get it up to the first stage. Calculations have shown that even a scant few torsion lenses installed at precise locations around their star can channel enough energy to enable semi-volatile trajectories across interstellar space. Boy, that made this awfully bright, didn't it? It's going to have lenses on 3 sides of it. And this will be my first quantum catapult. Manticore defenders are now fully repaired. Let's pop over to them. And let's have them go to Mindoc. See, there are no... Yeah, there is a planet in here, or a little colony in here. But it doesn't have the icon. There are several, actually. So, let's go into Mindoc and claim that one. And then we'll see how we can progress from there if taking out that station gives us access to go straight to Zedran. If so, we will push on to there to catch that choke point. I don't know, yeah, only one of my immature specimens has made it. I accidentally noticed I'd only given one the order originally.
Research concluded.
We have completed Synchronized Firing Patterns 8 for defense platform damage, and are now working on Synchronized Firing Patterns 9 for more defense platform damage. Speaking of defense platforms, yes, all of my defenses have been rebuilt in terminal egress. It has its full 50 platforms. These each take about a year and 4 months, so replacing the last 3 of these, because it does have 3 ion cannons, ended up being about 4 years. And then, of course, the other 26
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Take 2 months apiece. So that would have been 52 more months, which would have been about 4 years and 4 months. So altogether, to completely replace my Bastion's defensive platforms, took almost 7.5 years. All right, we got another debris from the Cloud Lightning, or from the little old ones. That is the last one in Saya system. I'm now headed to Athos to catch the ones there. Seems nobody's really interested in my materials right now, but my cap is also gradually increasing. I figured right now, while I have square, I'll just spam all the building slots with resource silos so that it takes me longer to cap. When I suspect I'm going to lose it, I will try to offload materials before I lose it. So we're going to open another reliquary. And we got 4,000 energy credits and 4,000 minerals. That really wasn't worth it. But, I mean, other than that, I'm about to be capped on energy credits. I guess I should go back to buying these materials because they have a long way to cap. But, you know, I've got a good stockpile of all of them at this point. I believe all of my immature specimens are now in place. Yep, all 5. We'll move them into Zendrin. Council election is about to happen. Fire Tribes of Kel, League of Brian States are the 2 leading contenders. Fire Tribes of Kel will get ousted when this goes through, though. Which will be another 2 years. Manticores are about to take on this citadel. They already started, honestly. They are already taking hull damage. Did we lose any ships? We lost 1 corvette. That's probably what was taking the hull damage. So we will enter orbit right here to do repairs. Looks like we do control the system. Because those would be red if they would be stopping us. Right now it's orange because it's disabled, I think, because this starbase hasn't started regenerating. It'll be green when the starbase starts back up. And it'll be October before I can sell this fleet to the scrappers. I was able to offload 4,000 food for 10,000 energy credits. I did forget that one. And my dragons are about to engage this citadel. They're taking some armor damage, but nothing got through the hull. Good. I will also leave them here to basically sit here and repair. Yeah, see, now it's gone green now that that starbase is back up. And likewise in this one, it looks like the only inhibitor is on the starbase. So we will be able to have, as soon as they're repaired, the Manticore defenders keep pushing forward here. We can take Solano and then have the dragon go that way and just keep pushing up here till we have all of this, and there's no way for them to pop up over here anymore. Well, once we get this gateway, there will be no way for them to pop up over in this area, and this is a little dead-end area we can clear out, so then our only push is through here to fully occupy the Tillinesti. Did I not sidetrack to get to Mayor? Damn it. You know what? First and second, yeah, they're still bombarding. We'll leave them bombarding. One of my immature specimens has got to be still healthy. This one. This immature specimen is going to take a trip over to Mayor and then come back. Apparently I interrupted one of them's order when I realized all of them weren't routed over there. I do want to fully occupy everything because I'm going to need to in the end. You know, we haven't had an election for the Federation pop up. Oh, it cannot pop up while we're at war. That's right. We actually should have had an election back in 2409, but we are at war, so it can't pass up. And we also can't change succession term while at war. So as long as we're at war, there will not be an election. We're on stage 2 of preparing sleeper cells with the Garanshu. We will have to renew the sleeper cells for the Ivzorak in next January. Manticore defenders are fully repaired. Time to have them push onward. Oh, looky! They have sent a huge fleet. Manticore defenders are 200k, but these fleets combined at 60k apiece, that is about 500, almost 600k. Yeah, that would actually be over 600k because they are over 60k apiece. That would be close to 62 probably. I mean 620k. So that would obliterate our Manticore defenders. We are going to have to pull back from here until we get some more forces. They are more than likely headed inward. Yeah, they're headed at least to that station. So we are drawing them over here, which is going to allow our allies to push other areas. But a lot of our allies, unfortunately, are slowly deciding to bombard planets until the planets are completely captured. So a lot of our allies are kind of staggered around. So we're going to have to do some guerrilla tactics here until we can whittle down these fleets. They'll take some damage and lose some ships, taking these citadels back. Which does remind me, how healthy is this citadel? Oh yeah, that one, it still doesn't have much hull. It's not going to last very long. Yeah, it hasn't quite gotten its hull points up. So yeah, if they do come this way, which we need to keep an eye on, we're going to need to pull back. So let's have the Manticores actually strike over here, because it can handle those fleets. So we'll send the Manticores up to get these two systems. That's it can also handle that Juggernaut. We'll send it in there and see where that Juggernaut is going. So, because if we can keep doing guerrilla tactics and getting them to take casualties, retaking star bases, they won't take casualties retaking outposts. They may not take too many casualties retaking citadels that haven't repaired enough, but if we can keep getting them dodging around, it means that they're not taking other things. They're busy occupying their time, shuffling around trying to catch me. I'm not sure where I want to send the dragons. We'll send the dragons straight to Jalora. Where is the other dragon that was already moving? Yeah, that one is going... As soon as this one finishes taking this system, I'll have him meet up with the other dragons. Or actually, I may have him go over here and deal with these damn pirates in the Visari Alliance. If they go past the starbase... It doesn't even look like they're headed to the starbase, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on them. If they go past the starbase, they're coming to retake their systems. Scientist Lin Xiang has gained resilient, more leader lifespan. That's kind of wasted on a synthetic, because a synthetic has no lifespan. They will not die of old age. So that was kind of a wasted trait for them. Now, it might extend the time before he starts getting malfunctions, but, yep, they're headed straight through. My dragons are already en route out, as are the Manticore defenders. That does mean that these League of Brian states are probably going to get crushed. Now, when they go to, if they go to retake Brigalfa, it does have full health, but it's still fairly weak compared to them. With the sheer firepower they've got, they may eliminate it before it can do any damage to them. So basically, we're just causing them to waste time. But again, we're also wasting time taking things, but it's allowing our other fleets time to finish bombarding planets and get back in the fighting. Alright, the immature specimen is taking out this outpost, and we have a favor with the Hussar. Now that it has taken that outpost, yeah, we will send it to deal with these pirates. We'll target the pirates and then their base. And the only way in over here is through Thespia. So if we were to start, say, hitting over this way, we could get the last Commonwealth of Man and create a bottleneck here. Of course, they'll just send that mob of a fleet, their Doom Stack, over this way. They do have another Doom Stack over here. That's the reason they're still controlling this area, but there is some pushback happening over here. Let's see if we do any damage to it at all. We probably won't. Lawam habitat is complete. This one is also going to be a chemical plant. He should already have his orders to head to the next one, yes. This one shall be Pandora. Alright, they have finally entered the system. They do have some ships that are already damaged.
Red alert. Spaceport under fire. Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Alright, we have completed Flash Coolant 15 for energy weapon attack speed, and are now working on Cloud Lightning conduits. So yes, that is the large version of the disruptors. That one should be knocked out fairly quickly, and then we will no longer need the research probably. How many more do we have? We have 2. I don't think we are going to get these before we get the complete, because it will be 2 months before we research it. And the trade wind, yeah, these additional 2 will each take 3 months. Now we could manually change this and go ahead and get all of that through there. So yeah, actually it says 1 month remaining. So we would have it in a month, but we don't really need it right now. Let's actually get something we do need, and we'll go back to automated research later. Let's get the shield harmonics. Yes. Oh, we have to disable auto research. Let's try that again. Alright, close out physics research. Change research. There we go. Let's get shield harmonics and put Kutrok back in here. And I do want to see if they take any damage whatsoever. They're probably going to alpha strike the hell out of it.
A new world of opportunities awaits.
We have not done any damage yet. Okay, we are doing a little bit of damage. So yes, they are going to be suffering some losses retaking these citadels.
Spaceport under fire.
They lost 5 corvettes taking that citadel, because the citadel did have disruptors. And the only 2 missiles that were fired were shot down.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Yeah, we got another 10% progress this way. Alright, the council has not changed. Let's see where they're headed next. Looks like they're pulling right back out. Or some of them are. And change their mind. Manticore defenders took this station with no damage. And it changed my mind on the specimens. Let's send the specimens up here and have them push forward up here right now. We'll take Ribgor and then Metsonia. They do have a sizable fleet over here. Okay, change of plans again. Let's hit that system and then see where to go from there. The Manticore defenders will strike here and then possibly here, because that doesn't have a gateway. We'll see where this other fleet goes. But we're just going to claim a couple of systems real quick. And I just noticed I had included the Manticore, immature specimens when I did that. So yeah, let's change that again. There we go. Go there. Alright, looks like they are all massing up and getting ready to head out. Now they're splitting up. They're going to a gateway to go back someplace else. So we need to watch over at these gateways and see if they pop up over here. If they do not, we are going to start striking over here to see if we can catch some soul fleets. They are headed to Mindok, I think, though. Change of plans again. That's a single fleet headed to Mindok. We're going to see if we can't intercept them. and help out with the clammy shoal. Well, they just left. Yeah, just one fleet went that way. These other fleets are still headed toward the gateway, though this one looks like it may be turning around. No, it was diverting over this way. So we might be able to catch them. Well, it would take us three months to get over here. 50% damage and sublight speed for 200 days if we were to jump. Once these guys use the gateway and are no longer present, we're going to jump into this system to see about, because even at half damage, we're still almost double their power. Alright, the Visari Alliance completed a gateway. No, they are sending a second fleet over here. And they're changing their mind again. Nope. Yeah, they jumped over this way. I do not think we are going to make it before they take this starbase. But if we can get in there with the fight before this other group gets over here, we might be able to take out one of their fleets now that it's separated. As a matter of fact, these four together should be equivalent to them. Let's give that a shot. They are near a gateway anyway. Let's redirect them to intercept this fleet. At least try and delay it. The Juggernaut did come in. The potential to get rid of a Juggernaut is great. Good. We did get in before they took out the station, so the station will still be doing some damage, and they have several ships that are damaged. So there is a good potential our Alpha Strike can take out a significant amount of them. They've already wasted a lot of their Alpha Strike at range on this. Visari has another gateway. Alright, I want to select all of my dragons. So I noticed they broke off yet another fleet and brought it through the gateway to head this way. So there are now 3 fleets headed this way. I have decided to divert fleets 5 and 6 here as well, because this is the AI's mistake. They are starting to separate their massive ball, so I am able to see if I can pick off the fleets individually.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
See, I'm hoping... Alright, we got another debris analyzed. I'm hoping that I'm able to take out this fleet before they can take out... Well, no, that base is about to fall. But I'm hoping I can take out this fleet fairly quickly with the dragons, and then, of course, the mercenaries are on their way in. They should be here shortly. And then it won't be much longer till my other fleets are here. I'm hoping I can pick off a couple of their fleets as they trickle in.
We have lost a spaceport.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. But the dragons, hopefully they can handle these guys.
Fleet lost.
That would be a no. Yeah, I lost 2 Drakes to that, but I did take out a destroyer and 6 corvettes, so I don't think that was a good trade. Yep, it looks like I'm losing the Drakes. One of them fled. The Awoken has declared Commonwealth of Man their rival. So I lost 3 of the Drakes and 2 fled. Or 1 fled. Yeah, just 1 has fled. Who is this? The pirate fleet? Okay. So unfortunately that was a bad call on my point, trying to hopefully tear them up a little bit. And of course now they're bringing the entire Doom stack over. So we're just going to count that as a loss and change these Manticores to go somewhere else where they might do some good. I was hoping to be able to pick off a fleet. We did some damage, but we didn't manage to pick off anything. Nothing significant anyway. And losing 3 Eldrakes was not a good idea. But it happens. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed in the Eldrakes, especially if their power level is actually only about 12k, since they can't merge with any of my fleets and don't appear to mature, because it has been a few hundred years since I had the first few and they haven't changed. They are a little disappointing. I need to have 5th and 6th not head this way, since they're sending the ball again. We'll actually send 5th and 6th over this way, I think, because they should be able to handle some of this stuff this way. It's about time I got a little bit more active in the war, I think. Actually, let's hit that system first, because there are an extra cushion system before I would have to deal with the Darbalins over here. See how well the Eldrake handles the pirates.
Our forces are making planetfall.
Well, they're wiping the pirates up pretty easily. It's the ones with Titans and battleships that are apparently a problem for them. Oh, this is going to be a losing fight. Yeah, we are going to take heavy losses here. The Xenomorph and the... Where is my... Cybrex Warform is already engaged. I have 2 Cybrex Warforms here. I did get one from the Earth to come over here and join. I got another one built. So the 2 Cybrex Warforms may make a huge difference. We will see. Yes, they did not even get through our armor there. And after I take this pirate station, this Eldrake, I think I am going to send it here. Oh, oops, I canceled the attack on the pirate station. Control Shift, hit the pirate station first. We'll see how well we handle these. These are robotic defense armies, so we'll see how well this fight goes. Visari built a gateway. Immature specimen destroyed the pirate station, got us a little bit of minerals and energy credits. Took no damage from it, of course. After his recent victory in the Jalora system, Admiral Jag Onfrost has started emphasizing the importance of speed and rapid maneuvers. So Jag Onfrost has also gained Gale speed. That is the leader of the Manticore Defenders. Let's see, have they moved their ball back? It appears to still be en route. Well, it's splitting up again. But it's not at the gateway just yet. Are these headed toward the gateway? No, they headed back there to repair. So we will go ahead and push this way. I actually want to keep an eye out of at least the corner of my eye on the map location over here where the Manticore Defenders are. Fifth Fleet has entered into this system. That should be a fairly quick fight.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Got another debris taken care of. Fifth Fleet took that outpost. They are mobilizing this way. No, they're headed toward the gateway. Yeah, they're headed toward the gateway, not an exit. So that means they're about to gate somewhere. I don't feel safe pushing up just yet. Depending on where they gate to, I will hold right here with 5th and 6th right now. Actually, you took no damage, so yeah, you can enter orbit of the star. We got 10,000 energy credits for 4,000 food from the Visari. $10,000 energy credits for 5,000 minerals from the Awoken. One of my Cybrex warforms is down to about half.
A new world has been colonized.
They gave me another small military fleet. I honestly wish they would stop giving me the military fleets because they are annoying right now. See if I can just jump somewhere. Do I have a range? Nope, they can't get out of the center. So yeah, they have to return to a base. Pandora is up and running. This is going to be volatile motes, I believe. Yes. There's the fleet we had just scrapped from the mercenary company. We got 420 alloys out of it. They seem to have changed their mind. Alright, another habitat is completed. Let me make sure nothing's popping up over here near our destroyer. I mean our Manticore Defenders. Two habitats were completed. This one and Jupiter. This one I believe is also going to be volatile motes. Let's see. Yeah, because that one was gases. This will be volatile motes. And this one will be crystals. This one will be Minodius. Alright, and over to Jupiter for the other one. If I am not mistaken, Jupiter is going to be research? No. Jupiter is going to be a exotic gases, I believe. This one will be Hieronymus. The rate my warform is losing health, he should survive this battle. Manticores took another outpost. They haven't moved too awfully many forces over here. Let's go ahead and capture this system before we see about popping back over here. They've still got their massive fleet right there. They're working on trying to retake the planet. They had troops here, so I'm assuming they've already landed. Yes, and they are going to win that fight. Trade wind has been idle. I should return it back to my territory. I started on another habitat in the Lawam system.
Colony establishment has begun.
I'm going to need to establish sleeper cells with the Commonwealth of Man, I think it is, next.
Construction completed.
Priceless artifacts fill the exhibition stations, bringing the past to the present to inspire the future. This is a glorious day. And we should have gotten an achievement for that, but we didn't. It might update shortly. Maybe I already have the achievement for the Mega Art installation. Let's see. Mega Art. Alright, let's just do Art. Artisan Troop. Minor Artifacts. Build the Mega Art installation in a nebula system is the achievement for that. Not having to get it all the way to max level. So that's something I will have to do in another playthrough. It looks like we are on par for them to survive. They have 916 health left. These guys only do about 5 damage a tick. Let's say all 8 of them were hitting, that's 40 damage a tick. That would take 20 ticks. And I am doing minimum 18 damage a tick. And there are others in here, another one. 2 Cybrex Warforms, basically. So it's entirely possible that they could kill him, but unlikely. I don't think all 8 of them are hitting on him. Plus 3 of them are about to collapse. They appear to be porting fleets over here. So I'm going to have to turn around as soon as I enter this system. Because I think it's a little too dangerous to be trying to take that system close to this large of a fleet. We're going to get the hell out of here. And I guess we will head over there. They still seem to be just sitting there. Yes, my warform should survive this. A lot of my other units were apparently destroyed, though. We have a favor with the League of Phemisto. Alright, that fight's pretty much over. I shouldn't lose a unit. I need to pay attention to where their fleets are moving. Yeah, they did move them in here. So it was a good idea for me to pull out. These fleets are still just sort of sitting there. Haven't decided where they're headed, apparently. I think I am going to relocate first and second as well. And meet them up here. Altogether, I would be about 400k, and these fleets there's about 9 that are close, that are averaging about 20, so that's 180k. And then they have another 100k from the Garanshu, 120k. So that'd be a very evenly matched fight, I think. I have more Titans, I'm willing to bet, so I think I could take them. But the problem is there's a gateway in that system, and there are other fleets loitering near gateways, so they could jump to me at any time. But yes, I am going to have my fleet start converging. I could add 3rd and 4th with them as well. And just start really consolidating all of my fleets into a big death ball until I can break up some of theirs. Especially if I add the Manticores to it as well. Actually, yeah, let's send them there. If we can smash the Darbalin and the Garanshu's fleets here and push up this way and claim all of this territory, basically shutting down the United Uberic Pact, then we're starting to really hem in our opposition. I might even consider making First Fleet take point to drag some other fleets to me. Let's do that. Because we need to break up some of their larger masses that they have running around. Actually, not First Fleet. Let us have the Manticore Defenders take point.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
Well, we finally took a Colo Eri. Let's see if that battle shows up. I'm curious how many I lost. I lost 3 armies, but took out 42 of theirs. I still do have both Cybrex war forms. Now, is there any way for me to see their current health level? That one's at full. That one is down to almost under 500, so it's going to take a while for him to heal up. We pretty much have everything in this sector. Let's move the Kunlun up to Dauphine. It looks like they are taking systems here. They do have troops here. 1K fleet. Yeah, I will let them take that area then. Let's see, how many defenders? It has about 3K there. I will move the Kunlun up here to help with the bombardment. But my transport fleet, I need to relocate somewhere else. They've got that system under control. I could move it here to Moscot. They have been working on bombarding these for a while, so these should be fairly quick and easy fights to help conquer. That will get them moving again as well. I also got my naval capacity up for another Juggernaut. I mean, big enough for another Titan. So I am now building another Titan for, I believe it is 4th Fleet. Yes, they are chasing the Manticore Defenders, I believe. but they're going to be slowed down a little bit by taking those stations. They did still leave a significant force over here. We have gained a favor with the Hussar. We have capped on energy credits. I'm actually just going to buy a bunch of resources. Just buy 1,000 of each of these categories. I guess 500 of the more expensive ones. That should drain my energy credits a little bit. We lost Quam Station, did no damage to them. Of course, that turnabout is fair play since our Drakes tend to take stations without suffering any damage. We're going to have our Drake hold there and see what these fleets do. They still seem to be just idle.
Our station is under assault.
The Juggernaut is dealing with some transport ships here. So they launched some transports thinking that this area was safe, and we are going to attempt to interrupt that. That's why we do need to maintain something in these areas. Otherwise, since they control some of them, they will churn out transports and try to send them to land on the ones that we control. So maybe I do need to move some armies over this way. Where are you headed again? You were headed to Moscot. Yeah, to sweep up this last bit. After we get Moscot, we'll probably warp back over there where the Juggernaut is and start taking the easier fights. I have an espionage event. We are commencing the prepare sleeper cells with the Grand Shoe. We also have reached stage 2 on prepare sleeper cells with the Evzorak. I did find out how to see how much longer you have a mercenary fleet. You mouse over them under military fleets, and down at the bottom you see fleet is borrowed, will be returned in so many days. It was a good thing I extended it because we are now into the next 10-year cycle. I did mobilize another transport fleet with a couple from just about every colony I had them generate a couple of armies. I did accidentally click clone army on one, so I do have a couple of clone armies. But as soon as we get our fleets all converged here, my 6 main fleets are already converged. I'm waiting on the Manticore Defenders, who will be here in about a month. We are going to push on and try and engage this group, because we are kind of hemming them in to the point where they are having basically very little area for their fleets to be. Now these fleets are Darbalin and Garanshu, and they still have quite a bit of their territory, though they are doing a little bit of an offensive down here and still taking more. So they do have their shipyards to get reinforcements. The Evzorak are pretty much done for. They don't have any star bases, control any star bases to build reinforcements, so we have eliminated them for the most part. They may have a few fleets running around over here, but as they lose them, they will not be able to reinforce them unless they have a Juggernaut, which I do not know if they do. Looks like they are working on pushing back through this area a little bit. The United Ubric still have some fairly decent fleets, but if we cut out their supply chain, their fleets will start to dwindle. And then, of course, the biggest fleets right now are with the Tillinesti. But once we get this area secured and can push in to the Tillinesti area, we should be able to smash their fleets. That will just leave the citizen state of Azuk up here, who is a threat, while the Garanshu and Darbalin's fleets will have to re-emerge back down there. And so far, this force is still kind of sitting there, so hopefully they will still be there when I'm ready to smash them, which will be in about a month. We've established sleeper cells in the Garanshu again. Alright, yeah, we have a large force following us now. So let's have the Manticore defenders. Well, we have a large force of them following us. I think we will just take the Manticore defenders with our allies up that way and have first, second, and third push down this way. I mean, my fleets push down that way. So yeah, we'll have Manticore defenders go to engage these guys. We'll target the biggest one, the 60. And no, maybe we should take our fleets too for the extra firepower just to make short work of this. So we will select all of our fleets and tell them to follow the Manticores. Now let's see if these guys start moving. Now that there's a
Our
fleet
forces are
headed their
making
way.
planetfall.
We have a favor with the League of Phemisto. Okay, they are taking out Bidjosk, which was the last planet in that sector. See, the Manticores will be here in 2 months. So it'll be after my October maintenance, but we may see if these guys start moving before then. The Urzo have constructed a strategic coordination center.
War report. Enemy planet secured. Our forces are making planetfall.
Our other army is landing on the area that had the most. I was kind of hoping it would sweep up some of the smaller defended places first, but so be it. It's going to take some losses, most likely. Alright, we are starting to take this system. They still have not really started mobilizing. Now, the fact that it was First Fleet that jumped in here ahead of the Manticores kind of bothers me. First Fleet was the one to engage, not the Manticores. I wonder if that means First Fleet will actually be, my fleets will actually be the ones that pop through here faster. And actually we should enter the sector right about October, if not a little bit before. Alright, they are starting to try and move. And the battle is now by engaged. As more come through the portal, it should get a little bit more even. Yeah, because we have quite a number, but so do they. And now some of my allies should be coming through. Yeah, there is some of Polysimus Mandate. And there are probably more on the way. Yes, the large force is on its way. How close are they to porting through? Oh, they're kind of staggered out, unfortunately. So they're going to be trickling in. My fleets will take the majority of the damage up front, it appears. The Awoken is in a commercial pact with the Hithians. The clone troopers were already kicked out. I noticed there is a Tilanesti juggernaut over here, and their fleets are headed back, it appears. But it'll take them a while to get to a gateway. Hopefully by then we will have decimated these forces. They have a small fleet here, and some of our allies did start pushing in over here again. There's still a lot of Commonwealth of Man ships left over there. Now, by manually selecting all of my fleets, yes, we do have an advantage in this combat. But we will see how it goes.
Research concluded.
We have completed Nerve Dampeners 10 for more army health, and are now working on Cell Revitalization 9 for more leader lifespan. Now I need to reselect these fleets so I can watch this combat. More have come in. This battle has gotten quite ugly. We did manage to take the station out. Oh, meant to pause. Admiral Torba Magan has become more experienced. With the experience comes increasing stubbornness, reduction in XP gain. Admiral Anaya Swami has developed new skills, aggressive, fire rate, and sublight speed. So let's see. Looks like all of my admirals have leveled up here. 1, 6, 3, 2nd, 4th. The only one that didn't level up was the one with 5th Fleet, I believe. Now, we lost a cruiser and a destroyer. 2nd Fleet lost cruisers, corvettes, and destroyers. 4th Fleet lost cruisers and destroyer, or corvette and destroyer. Manticores lost a chunk. We did not lose any Titans or battleships. That is the thing that I was really interested in. Looking over what hit our hull, some of their amoeba flagella got through, actually. But I don't see any missiles or torpedoes. Missiles did hit the armor. Now overall, we did not inflict as many casualties as I had hoped. A lot of them simply fled. There is still a hostile fleet present. Unless that is a mercenary fleet. Yes, it is. Who's got your fleet right now? The Darblins. Now, where is their big ball headed? It's still kind of here, so I guess they were headed back this way. Now, we did oust them out of here, and that was the largest fleet in this vicinity. So I think the specimens can start clearing out these small areas. I'll just have them start doing sweeps through the unprotected areas, basically, and see if we can't cut off this cluster. I do see a couple of gateways we still need to secure. This one here and that one there. After we get those, we've got them pinned out, completely out of this area way over here. My fleet up here, my transport fleet appears to be following everybody else. So he's going to end up in this system where there is a planet to take. It's going to be a fairly quick combat. Alright, let's take our fleets and send them to the starbase for repairs. And also go and reinforce as many as we can.
A new world has been colonized.
Citizen state of Azook is no longer connected through the hyper relay. That means there is a loss in connection around here somewhere. There is a battle going on here between the Hazar and the citizen state of Azook. They're pretty much evenly matched, it appears. Oh, well, they aren't quite engaged just yet. The Hazar are moving in. Hieronymus is now active. That one is going to be a gas refinery, yes. And Menoidius is active. It is going to be... This one is going to be a volatile mote refinery, I believe. Or no, Tantalus is... yeah, Tantalus is gas. This will be volatile mote. And the last one in this system will be rare crystals over there. Sixth Fleet has been fully repaired. We will send Sixth Fleet to secure this gateway. It should be able to handle that. We lost an outpost to the Juggernaut that they were sending this way. That's fine. We'll be down here to deal with y'all shortly. Once I get the Manticores repaired, the Manticores are going to lead the rest of my allies down here and try and smash this fleet. Because once we get that one broken up a little bit, we should be able to secure Tilinesti space. Immature specimens took Norberg.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
So we have secured the planet that we landed on here. Navalis. Let's check and see if we lost anything. We're looking for battle on Navalis. We lost 12 armies. They lost 18. Wait, that's not us. That's the Uberic versus the Commonwealth of Man. This was a different fight on Navalis. We do still have both war forms. I did not mean to separate them, but it looks like they're both at full health now. Let's merge them back up. There we go. Third Fleet is repaired. We will send them to secure this gateway. And I have enough influence, I just noticed, to work on another habitat. The Amazon could be working in Trimus. But I actually need, yeah, I need to get a habitat going here. So we're going to start with this one. Sixth Fleet is having to take on this station. That was fairly fast. Fourth Fleet is fully repaired, so we will send them to secure that gateway. The immature specimens are taking another one. Trimus 2 habitat has been completed. Constructor ship is already on its way to the Sol system, basically. This one is going to be for rare crystals. We'll call this one New Beijing. No, actually, this one is going to be gases. Yeah, Trimus 5 will be... now, this one will be motes. Yes, that one will be motes. And between Trimus 5 and 6, one of them will be gases, the other will be crystals. First Fleet is fully repaired. We are going to send them... Oh, good. They already came through and claimed these two. We'll leave First Fleet right here for now. First and Second are both fully repaired. We will take First and Second and relocate them elsewhere. We are going to send First and Second to Zedram. There is a fleet in here, and we need to secure this one again, and then push on to get that one and cut off their gateways into this area. As soon as the Manticores are ready, they're going to Ilex to push this way and try and crash into them. Actually, we could probably jump down, head down here through the gateway and push this way and just start pushing into their territory from over here to catch them from behind. Though I really would like to catch their Juggernaut, so maybe we do gate in this way. Well, there's some large forces coming this way. We need to push them from the other side. We have connected back to the citizen state of Azuk. I didn't quite get the influence saved up to start the sleeper cells in the Commonwealth of Man, so that's going to have to wait till April. And I've got several trades out right now, and instead of trading for energy credits, I'm actually trading to build up my stockpiles of strategic resources.
Research concluded.
We took another outpost with our immature specimens, so they're going to sweep up this way. Well, we can't reach that one until we push on through, I guess, and take the other systems. We completed Synchronized Firing Patterns 9 for defense platform damage, are now working on Matter Compression 4 for armor hit points. About 15 days, the council size will be changed. Sixth Fleet is engaging this star base, which will, and also a few transport ships and a science ship, but taking out this star base will nullify their access to that gateway. Manticores are repaired, so it is time for them to push on. And yes, they have come here with a small fleet. We want to hit their big stack, so we are going to push to here. Oh, we can't gateway to there until they take this system. So we are going to have to come back this way, it appears. I guess we will push to here and engage the fleet and the Juggernaut here. Actually, let's see if we can't chase down the Juggernaut. And most of the other fleets will be following them. Fifth Fleet is now fully repaired. That one will go for this area.
Colony establishment has begun.
Visari Alliance gave us 100 volatile motes, 100 exotic gases, and 20 rare crystals for 15,000 minerals and 4,000 food. The Sonderthans gave us 20 volatile motes for 2,000 consumer goods. And just to show, 20 volatile motes would be 700 energy credits. 2,000 of these, if I sold them, they would end up being just under 700 energy credits. Because 2,500 would be about 800, and they would drop significantly more. So yeah, that still is a fairly even trade. Considering that my other alternative was to get like energy credits from them and then try and buy the motes and stuff myself. So the values are about balanced. Alright, the resolution is passed. The council size is now 2, which immediately dropped the Fire Tribes of Kel out. So that is less people who have access to both emergency measure and council veto. Polysimus Mandate gave us 50 exotic gases for 7,000 minerals. Alvathari for 33,000 minerals gave us 100 motes, 160 gases, and 100 rare crystals. Sixth Fleet has finished taking the actual station. Now they're just getting the orbital rings taken care of. They did suffer some losses, I think. Yeah, 4 destroyers. We took out 26 of the 28 transports that were there and the science ship. But because we had switched our policies, we are not getting debris. We can change it again in about 6 years. Now we will have 6th Fleet repair here and reinforce. Manticores still haven't quite gated over there. Still about 3 months out for them. We've gotten a favor with the League of Brian States. 4th Fleet is about to engage. Huh. They've already taken the starbase. They are just engaged with the constructing ships.
Our forces are making planetfall.
4th Fleet did that with no damage. They did destroy one of the constructors. And we have moved our main fleet over here to kind of deal with the planets in this area. We're going to be sweeping up through the little colonies they have over here, making sure everything is fully under our control. 1st and 2nd Fleet have finally engaged over here. Manticores are finally making their way. Oh, the big fleet is moving. Since they have finally moved in here, our fleets should end up engaging them there, or in Jalora or Til Juxisi.
We have lost a spaceport.
Yeah, they took Jalora from us. We did some damage to the... Oh wait, this is 1st and 2nd. Took out 11 transports. Now we did take some damage here, but we did not lose any ships. So 1st and 2nd. will enter orbit of this station to repair. The immature specimen took another outpost. We're going to have them jump over to Mirak. And then from Mirak, they should be able to get to Bera as soon as this is taken. Actually, I should probably split them up. Have one jump to Mirak, and the other jump to... yeah, we'll have the other jump to this one. So they will take those two outposts, and then once we get Bera taken, they can use the gateway to get out if there is still an FTL inhibitor in place. 5th and 3rd are both in combat. 5th is dealing with that citadel. And 3rd is over here. Oh, 3rd is a cruiser reinforcement. I really wish it would not use names I already had. Third Fleet took this outpost with no damage. That's mainly on its way to Sepad. We want to knock out this gateway. 4th Fleet is just now engaging over here. And 5th Fleet is engaged over here.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
Well, we just took Mil Feldrak. Let's see if that one shows. Oh, we do have traces of components, a bunch of components we all already have. We are getting some debris. Let's get the trade wind and bring it over here to research those projects and then return back to Earth. Now, I already forgot that war report I wanted to look up. Mil Feldrak. We lost one army and took out 6. Now, was that one army we lost anything? We still have 1 Xenomorph and 2 Cybrex Warforms. It was most likely one of the mercenaries. We're down to only 3 mercenary armies left.
Our forces are making planetfall.
Fifth Fleet lost 1 destroyer, taking out the orbital ring in the Citadel here. We'll have 5th Fleet enter orbit to repair and go ahead and reinforce that destroyer. We have a new proposal as well. Repeal minor economic sanctions. League of Brian States wants to pull that off. The burden is too great over matters that should be handled. Oh, yeah, okay. No, oppose that. I also noticed another one I needed to oppose. Repeal administrative insight. See, administrative insight does what? Oh, that's the bureaucratic surveillance one. I can pretty much ignore that because I think borderless authority is going to pass and that will remove it. And we have 2 invasions going on right now. This one at Kisek Eri that has been going on for a while. And it looks like we may have lost one of the clone armies because there were 2 disengaged earlier. And I sent a solitary warform to take on a group of 6 robots. I'm pretty sure it's going to pass. Oh, and I do need a new general for this new army. Fourth Fleet took some damage but did not lose ships, taking out the Bera system. And that actually did get rid of the FTL inhibitor, so these 2 Drakes will be able to come in. Now let's see, they will have the debuff for how long? Let's see if I can see it. No, I don't see the debuff on them for their damage and all of that from the jump. Normally you can mouse over and see that. But this is a outpost, so we'll just go ahead and tell it to take the outpost. I believe they should both succeed even if they are debuffed. So I do want to watch this one a little. I do need to pay attention to the Manticore Defenders as well. They are still 2 months out, but they before then they will end up hitting this fleet. So the best way to do that is to keep that window up and keep this system in my sight. As soon as I remember where the hell it was. There. Ilex.
Our forces are making planetfall.
Oh yes, we are definitely going to win this one pretty handily. They are not doing near enough damage to us. And we're only working on one at a time.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
We succeeded in the invasion here at Faltirum that we had just landed at. Our immature specimens and third fleet is finally engaging this gateway. And we are about to enter this system. Hopefully our reinforcements are not too far behind. Oh yeah, they're all right there at the gate. So I think what I want to do is have the Manticores stay there until the reinforcements arrive. Combat 1, it's not showing my fleet. The Ringing Scroll Destroyer, 2 of them were destroyed. Marauder missiles. It must have been the outpost that did it. But for some reason it's not showing up the info over here. It does say Combat 1. Okay, they are now in transit, and some of them, yeah, a big group of them have made it over here. So it's time to engage this ball. Yep, it's about to happen, the big war. 6th Fleet is fully repaired. For now, I think we're going to keep 6th Fleet here until we finish taking the things in this system, so that if they pop up any transport, 6th Fleet will engage them. Same for 5th Fleet is probably going to stay parked here, and 4th will stay parked here, and 3rd will stay parked here. We're down about a quarter of our health here and are just about to take out our second one. So if we go down another quarter with these, we'll still have a quarter of our health left when all 6 of them are dead, in theory. I really want to see this huge battle that is about to take place. We took some damage but lost no ships, taking the Sapod system. Now we will hold here for now until we've repaired. Then we'll probably push on here just to take this system. That is an actual star base, so we do need to take it. One of the Drakes? Yes. didn't take any damage, despite any debuff it may have had. So we can actually have it pull back. We will bring it to Sapod. And when the other one catches up with it, the two of them will push on to take this next system and park in it. So after this one finishes, it will also head to Sapod. Polysimus Mandate finished their mega art installation. This is going to be particularly ugly when we actually connect. Well, we just took the base. I wonder when they're going to realize there's a superior force headed over here by a large margin and start trying to turn around. Debris in Cadmail from the United Uberic Pact. Ah, yes. So the Manticores, oh yes, we have them outmatched. This is going to be particularly ugly and brutal.
Our forces are making planetfall.
Alright, Governor Grodsun has gained Environmental Engineer for clearing blockers. That's pointless to me at this point in the game. Galsaposk is where we just landed. We are about to prepare sleeper cells in the Ivzorak. This is going to be a particularly laggy fight because of the numbers involved. As they get... oh, they've got some damaged ships already. Oh, we're losing quickly on strength. That's because I only have my fleet selected, though. We haven't lost a ship yet. We're still the same fleet strength, at least. The Brian States took the lead, and they're actually the ones that seem to be taking the brunt of the attack. This battle would resolve a lot faster if I wasn't watching it. It's kind of slowed down to a crawl because of the graphics it's trying to render, and me also using my recording software at the same time. But seeing a battle of this scale, and just a continual stream of reinforcements coming in, yeah, they're going to get crushed big time. We may suffer some heavy losses. We have established sleeper cells in the Ivzorak. Now we have the option to sacrifice the clerk we use to help us do this to extend it to 30 years. I don't think I want to do that just yet. I don't mind doing it every 15 years. Let's see, is that Juggernaut back in this system? No. We have They have more reinforcements. No, those are the Awoken. Those are our reinforcements coming in here through the hyper relay. That is just a massive battle. Let's go ahead and pan out and let it resolve a little faster. You see how quickly we are gaining the upper hand there. First fleet has been fully repaired. Okay, they lost 7 corvettes and 3 cruisers. They took out a lot more than they lost. Oh, they actually took out a Titan, battleship, another battleship, another battleship. Yeah, they had some devastating losses from that. We actually didn't shoot down any point defense targets, and neither did they. There was just so much going on in that fight. Alright, so we're going to have the Manticore Defenders go ahead and do what they were trying to do originally, which was chase down that. Even though we are still wounded, we're going to go ahead and chase down the Juggernaut before we pull back for repairs. Now, since first and second are at full health, we're going to go ahead and shut down this gateway over here. That will lock them off from being able to reinforce this without using their jump drives. And then we can just basically freely start taking this area and take it away from the Tillinesti. But that was a devastating loss for the Tillinesti. So that knocked out their big old combat ball that was going there. As soon as we take this Juggernaut, I will probably stop taking point and let the armies, the fleet scatter again to start doing things. I may start taking point again when I go after some big forces over here. Actually, I may just repair and have him jump over here to go smash the big fleets. Now let's see what it says about that combat. That would be space combat in Ilex. Let's go by location. I'm looking for the one that I'm involved in. That might be this one. Nope. Well, in this one, they lost 67 ships. It would have to be this one, I would think. It's kind of difficult to tell if this is the one that I'm involved in. Yes, United Nations of Earth. This is the battle I was involved in. We lost 0 ships. They lost 67. That does not seem right. Maybe they've broken it down. All of these are part of it. It says we lost 1 ship. I did lose more than that. So yeah, that doesn't seem quite accurate, saying that we lost no ships. Now, so far they have lost 2,000 ships, and we have only lost 500. They've got us down to about half, and we've taken out close to half of their forces.
Enemy planet secured.
Yeah, we just took Gal Sapask. 4th Fleet is fully repaired. One of my fleets is missing in action. That is the... Oh yeah, that is the mercenary fleet. It will be back this month.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
We have completed Shield Harmonics 12 for shield hit points. And now we can go back to auto research. But we will select Cloud Lightning for the next one just to get it knocked out. It looks like we're only going to get down to about half before we have obliterated their forces. Third fleet is fully repaired. It is going to hold position here in Sapad for now, or Sapad for now. And fifth fleet is also holding position in Cadmail.
Our forces are making planetfall.
We have completed Cloud Lightning conduits. Void clouds use the electrical charges generated by the dense gases that make up most of their core to release bolts of burning plasma. Using the same gas composition together with a specialized conduit allows for powerful lightning weaponry. It's a large slot weapon, disruptor. And now we are working on focusing arrays 16 for energy weapon damage. We successfully invaded Heavenly Eyrie, and we are now also invading Rodinic. This should be a fairly quick one. That should be the last one in this sector. So we can go ahead and have 6th Fleet relocate to Scat to keep an eye on the transports that will be popping out of these two. 1st and 2nd Fleet are engaged with the last gateway system they have over here. And the 2 immature Drakes are engaged with the starbase at Seb. Well, we took some armor damage before we hit them. We're taking armor damage pretty regularly.
Analyzed.
Alright, so we got physics and engineering research out of that. Now, before we head back to assist research, we're going to divert over here to research that project. That actually does still cancel assist research. Trying to do Control-Shift-Click on it. So what the way to avoid doing that would be to select Earth and say enter orbit first and then assist research, so it shouldn't cancel you at least going back there. The Juggernaut fled from combat. It did do some damage to us, we did some damage to it, but it ended up fleeing. We are going to take the Manticores and send them to repair. Actually, I think what we're going to do is push on to this sector and repair here. Since we do have this massive fleet with us, we can go ahead and claim that, and then park here and repair. I can turn off take point possibly, and they will start diverting around and maybe taking some of these other systems. We destroyed a constructor ship. The Drakes took out the orbital ring there. They still haven't taken the base, though. They haven't actually engaged with it. They've got only minor armor damage, so they're good.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
Alright, we took Rodinic. This system is now fully in our control. We shall move up to Cadmail next. Well, actually, it looks like it wants us to go to Baranex, so we'll go to Baranex, because it has a gateway. We did lose a destroyer and a corvette with First Fleet taking this system. Since Second Fleet is still healthy, we'll have them... Oh, we can't go out of this system until we take care of the FTL inhibitors. So we will just hold... we'll send Second Fleet back to Zedran to keep an eye on this system just in case any transports pop up. Well, let's do a quick check on the condition of the battle now. They still do have a fairly sizable fleet right there. Some of their others may end up popping up soon. Another sizable fleet there. There is an engagement going on over here. And there's still this large force over here. The effort to retake back over here seems to be fairly successful, except for this system. Other than that, they have pushed back a lot that was taken from the Tazekians. They just have a small foothold right here now. And the Hithians are making a pretty good push through the Hazook into this area. Now let's check down here. It doesn't seem like they've made much progress along here. And no progress really along here. They're still basically stymied for transports, it appears, because they don't fully control this system. But we did do a number on the Darbalans. It looks like they have some of their ships back over here already. And the Garanshu fleet that was parked way up north.
A new world has been colonized.
We've finally established New Beijing. It is going to be a mining district, it appears. Interesting. I did not see that one having... Yeah, it did have mining resources on it. I wanted to make it a refinery, but I didn't realize it was a mining station. I must have missed that little icon. So we only have two potential refineries here. Both frozen worlds. Because Trimus would be a research station. And this one will be a reactor. Well, since it will be a mining station, we do need to start with the holo theaters. But we will designate it as a mining station. We'll leave these two immature specimens parked here for now to keep an eye on any troop transports that try to pop out. They took no damage from that. Even though I did see them, I guess it was the first fight, they took all their armor damage in. And they did destroy the constructor. This brutal fight is just about over. You know, rather than simply orbiting the station, since these are repaired, I should probably have them bombarding things in the system. Same for the immature specimens. I believe they can bombard, so we can park them over that world that had the orbital ring. Second Fleet has finally reappeared. Well, they keep calling it Second Fleet. I'm going to rename this. Let's call them Scrap. Just so I don't think it's actually Second Fleet. Takes about 3 months for them to get over there. I wonder what the delay is remaining on scrapping a fleet. Still 3 years, it appears. We're getting fleets faster than we can scrap them at this point. The Union of Fadima has entered a commercial pact with the Polysimus Mandate.
Our forces are making planetfall.
We have landed on Bara 2A. That should be a fairly quick fight. First fleet has fully repaired. We'll go to the actual planet. It probably has more troops. Wait, what was that? Hive World. A lot of their fleets have popped back up, very wounded
War
over here.
report. Enemy planet secured.
We have already taken Bera 2A. The first stage of our quantum catapult is now complete. A precise arrangement of torsion lenses gains charge from the star and can release the energy in erratic fashion to send ships across great distances. Oh, there's one on every side. Yeah, there's 3 over there, and then 1 right here, so yeah. We'll go ahead and start the next upgrade. Twin arrays of torsion lenses are placed diametrically opposite each other in order to improve the channeling of stellar flux as a means of transportation. This right here reduces the time spent missing in action while we own hyper relays. This will reduce it again, and then we have some other question marks. That probably has to do with the range. Yeah, one of them is probably spread, or how much you scatter. The other is probably the overall range. And the third one would probably be chance of being missing in action. Oh yeah, that's going to add them all around the pulsar. Now, how do I actually use the thing? I'm not seeing an option here. I wonder if it's through a fleet. Let's just pick any fleet, like scrap. Travel through quantum catapult, no known destination. Okay. There we are. Catapult fleet is now an option. I have to be in the system with the quantum catapult. Quantum catapults lose accuracy with range, so fleets will appear in a random system within the indicated scatter radius. I believe there is a achievement. Let's do a quick search here. As a slingshot to the Stars Empire, send 10 crude science ships into the unknown with the quantum. Could have sworn there was one for jumping into the capital of an empire you were at war with. Let's see. Let's try catapult. Catapult a military fleet directly into the capital system of an enemy empire you're at war with. Yeet the fleet. So we could try that when we get a military fleet back over here. To like just yeet the fleet and see if we can land in the capital of one of the empires we're at war with. We'd have to locate their capitals. It'd probably be... Well, no, that one is conquered, basically. Yeah, we'd probably have to try with, like, the Garanshu. Or the Darbalins. And I wonder if... I wonder if they will count as a military fleet. I believe they are. Let's send one of the Eldrakes back down here to play around with it. Enter orbit of the quantum catapult. It'll take only 3 months to get down here and see.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
We have finally finished that invasion. Now we can merge these two fleets. And recruit a new general. See, we have a restrained cyborg, one that is simply restrained, and one that is a butcher. Let's get General Katag. The restrained helps with our disengagement chance, cuts down on our collateral damage, and the cyborg boosts our overall damage. The second Void Wings have popped into this system where we had popped in basically. They are a fairly large fleet, so this is going to be another ugly engagement, but we have them severely outmatched. We have so many allies with us. That would be the only combat, it appears.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
We have another debris in Solano. That got us a little bit of physics and engineering research. Alright, let's see if this works now. If I Control-Shift-Click Research Projects and System, it did not clear assisting research if you first gave the order to move there before assisting. Visari is in a commercial pact with the Pirac. Fire tribes are in a commercial pact with the Visari. Oh, that is devastating. We had no losses with Manticores. They had autocannons to damage our hull. Took out a third of their corvettes and one of their battleships. And that's probably not even counting what our allies destroyed. But we are going to enter orbit of this starbase to repair before we push onward. And let's go ahead and drop take point at this point. And let them scatter a bit and see where they go. League of Phemisto declared Garanshu their rival. Since I've got such an overabundance of resources now, as a matter of fact I'm earning almost 4K food a month, I decided to just send out a few gifts even if they weren't interested in the trades, just to get a little bit of benefit toward relations with everybody for a favorable trade deal.
Our forces are making planetfall.
Finally landing on Yoqual's nest. That's not the one being bombarded. This is the one that is still being bombarded. We're just kind of cleaning up the others while we wait for that one to be worn down. We did trade 5,000 food for 50 rare crystals with the Visari. We just gave the Uberic regime some consumer goods. Gave some food to the Sondrathan. And some food to the Union of Fadima. The Awoken are in a commercial pact with the Visari. We gave some food to the Uko Praknar. Some food to the League of Phemisto. And some food to the Fire Tribes of Kel. Gave some consumer goods to the Alvathari. Some food to the League of Brian States. Some food to the Urzo organism. And some consumer goods to the Awoken. Gave the Hithians some consumer goods. The Polysimus Mandate some food. And the Fellowship of Yilion 4 some food. We are on stage 2 for prepare sleeper cells with the Commonwealth of Man, finally. We gave some food to the Tezekians. And our immature specimen appears to have made it here. So let's try launching with it. And I think the other icon for when it was upgrading, let's see if we can select it. I don't see the icon anymore, but that last one that was minus 25% might be a reduction on the damage you take when you get launched. Because it's quite possible this has a chance to cause damage. Alright, so it gets bigger the further out we go. This is our maximum range. We can't quite get through the galactic core yet to that space. The only capital that would be in range would be Jagursha, which is the capital of the Garanshu. We can't quite reach the capital, Lingal, which would be the capital of the Darbalans. So let's see if we can get that at least in the borders. Jingasha, there. That's the one we actually want to target, but yeah, we'll just put it in the outskirts, I guess. And see how this goes. Left-click on a system to choose it as a target. So we have to actually select a target. We can't target that's out of the quantum catapult range. So we'd have to actually target a system closer. But as long as we have it in scatter range, maybe it will work. Immature specimen may arrive inside an empire which has its borders closed to us. Click to select the fleet. It's still in the midst of being launched. It doesn't... Oh, it's heading toward it. It hasn't actually fired it yet. Let's see if it does an animation. Catapult wind up 30 days.
Our forces are making planetfall.
We're landing on Kiak Roost. Plessis has a completed habitat, finally. Oh, I didn't give you a follow-up order, did I? That is going to be... Do we have any habitats here in Plessis yet? No, this will be our first habitat. Otinia is here. So we have 3. This one would be 4. 5. And 6. And 7. And 8 potential planets in here. And 2 reactor districts. Now this one is going to be a crystal location. Let's go ahead and head over to another one that will be a crystal. Yeah, we'll head over here to do another crystal one. And we will call this one Epita. 17 more days before we see how this launch goes. We do have another resolution. A voice for all. This resolution will ensure that every member of the galactic community will have a say about their future in the Empire. Bulwarks have improved starbase and defense platforms. Stellaria have improved planetary sensors. Prospectoria have improved resource discoveries. Limited diplomacy is no longer valid. Expansion regulated is no longer valid. So I will lose that, but that's fine. They aren't really going to be expanding much anymore anyway. This will boost Empire size a little bit more, but this is one I will support. The Visari are the one proposing it. Now we're currently in recess. It's still going to be another year before I can do a emergency measure, or another 10 months rather. But I'm fine with Astral Studies being the next one. It would take 75 to make sure that repeal minor economic sanctions doesn't go through. Since it is getting up there, that may be a problem. It would take 151 to cancel that one. So it's cheaper to cancel ones that are closer to the top, possibly. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and veto repeal minor economic sanctions. It'll be 5 more years before we can repeal and veto another. Four days till the launch. I did not see.
A new world of opportunities awaits.
I did not see any special animation. He just gated out. Completed transit and arrived in the Oxiral system. It was instantaneous, which was nice. That gets us over here where we could start claiming some of their stuff to help push forward. Yeah, it would take us 3 months to jump to get to that system. Our jump has reset, so we could just jump directly over here and start taking some of these systems. Let's see, how long would it take us to get back to the catapult? 2 months. And try it again. Doesn't have a cooldown, apparently.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
So we took Keok's Roost. That means there's no need for 4th Fleet to be in orbit here where it would have been bombarding. I can move 4th Fleet to another system that needs planets captured, such as Nunki. Manticore Defenders is now fully repaired. Let's see how the other fleets have scattered. Yeah, they are moving around to take other systems. I really want to try and take out their Juggernaut. So we're going for the Juggernaut.
Our forces are making planetfall.
Zurich's Perch should be a fairly fast one.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
Zurich's Perch has been claimed. We're probably about to head over to the other system here. Oh, we've gotten both of them. So yes, this fleet can now move. 6 fleet can head somewhere else. I'll have 6 fleet go to Seb, so that I can move this other Drake to the catapult and keep trying to get the Drakes into the back line over here, or possibly the capital of the Garanshu area. And now my fleet can move over to Cadmail. Oh, he ran away.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
I'm engaged with the Citadel. We got some physics research and engineering research from that debris. But yeah, the Juggernaut fled. We took no damage. It did a little bit of shield damage to us. Okay, so that will come back. But yeah, the Juggernaut fled. Well, we can't go forward because of the FTL inhibitor here, so we can't get to that system just yet. We can go over here to Intham and take it, but we have shut out another gateway of theirs. And if we can push forward this way, there are a few fleets to deal with, but if we can push forward this way, we can get their last few gateways and basically have the Tilinesti shut down. Our capital is no longer connected with the Zorak. Ah! A small fleet of theirs has popped back up in Tukul Zorak. It's heavily damaged. Let's see, how long would it take the Kunlun to get over there? 3 months. I think we need to park the Kunlun in their capital system, just to catch any things that pop in.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
So we've successfully taken Yokwai's nest. Looks like we're going after Starry Perch next. One of the immature specimens has made it back to Caravan, so let's try this again. We want to make sure we get the capital in the radius. It might be we don't have the range to do it right now, because we might have to actually have it say targeted. Because there's a good chance it shows up in the smaller circle more likely.
Our forces are making planetfall.
On 2 planets, Starry Perch and Bid Shukan. Alright, the Kunlun is about to engage here at their capital system. They fled. Yeah, those damaged fleets appear to have fled. But we can still stay parked in here because their capital is the one that they will most likely return to. The other immature specimen is ready to also try this. See, maybe we go for here.
Research concluded.
Completed matter compressions 4 for armor hit points. Are now working on fortified core layers 8 for defense platform hull points. We ended up in the Saela system. And some void wings have popped in where our Juggernaut is. So yeah, they're starting to trickle in. We need to re-exert control over that system. So we'll send this immature specimen back to the quantum catapult. Manticore destroyers lost a corvette taking out this Citadel and Intham station. They do have some damage, so we will enter orbit there and basically hold this position. We can push forward from here to get this next system, because taking this system did deactivate the FTL inhibitor. We could also push toward their capital at Winkwort. But I'm going to let my allies decide where they're going. One of them's still following me.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
Bid Shukan has been taken. We can move 5th Fleet now. This system is fully occupied. We'll move 5th Fleet to the Waltham system. And move our transport fleet over to Sapad. Which system is their capital? I guess the easiest way to discover that is to click one of their planets and just kind of cycle through them until we come across the one that says Empire Capital. There it was. Ubaria. It is currently occupied by the Ubark regime. Ubaria is over here where their fleets have been popping up. So the next one we clear up, say 5th Fleet, or actually we can go ahead and do that with 5th Fleet now. We will move 5th Fleet here to keep an eye out for Ubarak fleets that pop up. And when we get 3rd Fleet cleared out, we will probably send them to Deneb to keep an eye on Commonwealth of Man fleets that pop up. Kunlun has already taken some hull damage because they have arc emitters and disruptors. But it's got a lot of hull. Yeah, it's only taken about 2,000 out of 139,000. Its shields are dropping pretty rapidly. Yeah, it's up against a battleship right now, but that battleship is down to about half hull. And that battleship is now gone. Alright, the Eldrake popped up in the Mublar system. So it got into the back ranks at where a gateway is. It's already down to half health, unfortunately. So I think we may lose an Eldrake on this experiment. Yeah, it popped up a little close to a couple of orbital rings. Yeah, it was destroyed. So we're down to 1 immature specimen left. Now the thing about these is these aren't actual creatures that we are experimenting with. Because if you look here, it's a simulated dragon spawn class. These are actually made up of nanites. So we are basically just experimenting with a nanite construction. My Juggernaut has already had its armor stripped and its shields. The citizen state of Azuk has declared the Garanshu Confederation their rival.
Research concluded.
We have completed Cell Revitalization 9 for Leader Lifespan, and are now working on Transgenic Crops 11 for Food from Jobs. This Juggernaut's holding its own pretty well. It's already dropped half of that fleet's power.
Our forces are making planetfall. War report. Enemy planet secured.
The Manticore Defenders had fleet combat here and took out... Well, they did some good casualties. The enemies didn't get past their armor. Of course, we do have quite a few fleets still with us. Let's make sure we are still repairing. Sapad 2 was claimed. We now fully control this system. So we're going to head over here to... what the hell? Why are you routing like that? Oh, that's Manticore Defenders I have targeted. Duh! I want them to enter orbit there. It was the transport fleet I was trying to select here to move them onto Seb. And we will move 3rd Fleet to Deneb. This combat is just about over. Yep, all that's left is a single transport. We still got over half of our hull left. After you finish that transport, enter orbit with that. Actually, I don't have to enter orbit of a starbase to repair. It can repair itself. 5th Fleet is about to engage in combat in Ubaria. So I've been a little bit reckless with the Eldrakes this playthrough. I will admit that that's a little out of character for the United Nations of Earth, me using them basically to play around with the quantum catapult, but I gotta admit I wanted to play with the quantum catapult, so I did get a little out of character. Speaking of which, I've decided instead of scrapping this fleet that I had parked up here, because it'll take a few more years, I'm going to use it as fodder for the quantum catapult as well, and just keep seeing if I can launch over here and get the achievement, even if I lose the fleet. If not, I'm going to use it to do some damage before it goes. Well, the Kunlun finally finished its battle. Why have I not reclaimed the system yet? I don't know. It did a significant amount of damage by itself, and yes, it took heavy damage. It took about 55,000 hull points because it didn't have the firepower of the stuff it was facing, even if it had the hull. But it survived, and it will continue to survive now. It will be repairing itself as soon as I can get this starbase taken out. There we go, it's claimed. So now I want you to enter orbit. I don't know why you're going that direction. So the Kunlun took only 178 hull damage from the Citadel before it claimed it. Took no damage to anything but shields and destroyed all 6 of those corvettes. We are going to enter orbit of the station. Visari are rivals to the Ivzorak. And Starry Perch has been going on for quite a while. This has been a very rough battle. As a matter of fact, my Cybrex Warform is pretty damaged. Of course, it's been this army has been doing battle after battle after battle, so they have been suffering severe losses. I believe the last one landed in Strybor, which does mean it got into the second ring.
A new world has been colonized.
The Juggernaut took out an orbital ring. Just took some shield damage. That must be why it was not quite entering orbit yet, because there was still an orbital ring in there I had to retake. We are reconnected with the Ivzorak now that we have that system fully under control. And Epitah is up and running. That will be a crystal refinery. Dragon ended up way back here at Kachab. We will send it back to Caravan. Manticore defenders are fully repaired. They can proceed again on the offensive. There's a small chunk there, and I still do have some fleets following me. So we are going to Moragard. Looks like some Void Wings popped in here where the Tazekians were. Well, they're both Wildclaw Void Wings. That's interesting. Both fleets are named the Wildclaw Void Wings, so they're fighting over the name, I guess. Urzo built another gateway.
Our forces are making planetfall.
We are landing on Katanab. This fight should be fairly quick. Both of our warforms have entered into the front line. They will decimate them fairly quickly. There is only the one planet in this system to take, and then we will be able to move on. Since we've already landed, we can go ahead and move 6th Fleet out of here. And we will actually pull 6th Fleet back to here to help the Kunlun. After the Kunlun is fully repaired, I will probably move it back to bombarding planets, since I do now have a fleet stationed in a capital. Yeah, this one's going really fast. We may lose this warform.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
Yeah, we got Katanab already. And since that was the only planet in this system, we can go ahead and move to help taking other areas. Yeah, we'll move on to Nunki. We have begun the battle here. We do have superior firepower. As a matter of fact, there's another big group in that one. Of course, they can't get directly here because of the FTL inhibitor. Well, this is the system that they have a mega shipyard in. Well, we did some damage before they fled. Alright, we control this FDL inhibitor, so we can cut off the gateway over here. And that's where their Juggernaut jumped back to. After we get this gateway taken care of, we can push on possibly to get to that gateway, and then pull back here to sit in their capital. Now we did take one destroyer loss. We did take some damage, so maybe we should sit here and repair before we push on. Yeah, I think we are going to lose this warform before everything is disengaged. Yep, we lost a warform. Well, we have another insulting Visarian envoy called President Wadog's a vile parasite. But we will just think that was funny, because we know it was discovered that it was compromised anyway. Now, I do have more warforms being constructed, so we do have warform reinforcements that can come in for this. As a matter of fact, Earth is still constructing 4 more. I'll go ahead and add a 5th so we can split them up between the 2 fleets evenly and have each of them have 4 total. The immature specimen has made it back, so we will prepare to catapult them again. We're basically using them as fodder just to try and hit the capital. The scrap fleet is also here, so we can attempt to launch them as well. And it has been another 5 years. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.